Well, I snuck away Wednesday Warriors. I had to. I had to speak on these Batman issues, all these different Batman comics. It's just me and you. If you hear some weirdocracy in the background, my mother and father are visiting with my son, so they're, of course, being exceptionally loud and strange as always. So, anyway, let's talk about Detective Comics by Tomasi and Walker. Let's talk about The Batman Who Laughs by Snyder and Jock. And let's talk about the more, this is the one I'm going to probably talk about first. Batman and the Outsiders by Brian Hill and Dexter Soy. I shouldn't forget Brian Reber or something. What the hell, man? Excuse me, I'm going to move along doing colors on one of them, but it was David Barron anyway, and it was on the Batman Who Laughs because I really noticed his colors were really good. But I didn't want to not give him credit. The Batman... I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little... all the racket in the background has me a little distracted, but I do want to talk about these ASAP, so I'm going to do so. Batman and the Outsiders, number 1. We got a team together that consists of Black Lightning, pretty much as the leader, with sort of like mentorship being done by Batman, as well as Duke and Katana, this new character who gets introduced in the very beginning via some, pretty much she doesn't know she has any powers, and this baddie sort of destroys her family's ride. Spoilers, by the way. I apologize if I give any, if I hadn't said anything yet. Anyway, destroys that ride, and sort of she's going to be unveiled as probably the newest member. I believe there's also a orphan as well. Didn't want to forget anybody. I enjoyed this issue. I thought it was a good start. I'm curious to see what happens next. I like Brian Hill's writing. I like Dexter Soy's artwork. I think the art stood out really as really good. I enjoyed what he did on the Mortal Kombat comics, Mortal Kombat X, a few years back. I would give Batman and the Outsiders an 8 out of 10 stars, which is a very good rating from me. So clearly I say, pick that bad boy up. If that sounds good to you, basically Duke is sort of wanting to be like Batman, obviously. He's been missing for a little bit right now in the series. At least I haven't seen him in the Batman comics. And he's kind of defiant with Black Lightning, who is the leader of the team and sort of seeking mentorship from Batman. Everybody looks to Batman for what they're really looking for. Anywho, the Batman Who Laughs got extended another issue, so now it's going to be a 7-part series. We start off in the sewers with Gordon, and the Batman Who Laughs basically telling him that the Robins are actually the sons of Gordon, as opposed to the usual characters of being, like a Damian or a Tim Drake or, Dick Grayson. But these are like the sons of him from alternate worlds, and he gets away in this current, and basically, it's a pretty crazy issue, I'll say honestly. Batman's got his little visor on, the Judge Death ripoff visor on, because the Batman Who Laughs is a Judge Death ripoff, whether people want to call it out or not. I'm calling it out. I'm calling you out at the OK Corral. It's about that simple. Basically, it's a good issue. I won't spoil the whole issue because it's getting close to the end. I will say I like what's going on. I did note David Barron's art or colors, as I said, looking very lovely. A particular notice. Moving right along, they unveiled who was under the mask of the Arkham Knight. I believe it is the daughter of Arkham, and she's leading all these knights, and Robin managed to get away after they're trying to make him into a squire. He gets shot by an arrow. Batman all the while is looking for him, hasn't been having any success finding him. I'm not going to tell you too much about this one because I'm not going to tell you who the Arkham Knight is. I just did! Sorry, that deserves a like alone for my stupidity. Basically, it's a bit of fun. It's great artwork by Brad Walker. Tomasi's doing a great job with the writing. Really enjoyed it. I actually would give that a high rating as well. I'm really liking where the story's going. I'd have to give it a 7 out of 10 stars. So, if these things sound good to you in this Batman exclusive video, you go ahead and give this a like, give it a comment below. I'd love to hear your opinions on things. Always curious. Love to hear what people have to say. I know I was a little light on them this week, but I kind of enjoyed what came out this week. I feel like it was a pretty good week for comics. I felt pretty happy, and I thought Batman was headed in a pretty good direction. Deceased event and all. I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me know below. Take care of yourselves. Adios.